Take a bow, Sir Ravindra Jadeja. What an absolutely outstanding knock. He almost pulled off a miraculous chase, and irrespective of the result, I think this knock was a great example of his resilience under a lot of pressure. As for England, they pulled off a stunning comeback because defending 193 was never going to be easy. And despite them taking 4 wickets at the end of day 4, I always gave India the upper hand. So what went wrong for them and what went right for them? Let's break it all down. The Ravindra Jadeja Masterclass. The composure that Ravindra Jadeja showed in this match was absolutely unmatchable. He batted for almost the entire 5th day and took India this close to winning this match. Batting with tail is never easy, and he did that with complete patience. Having an all-rounder of his capabilities, especially on these conditions, is a blessing. His knock reminded me of what Ben Stokes pulled back in 2019 at Headingley. I would also like to take a second and talk about Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj's efforts. Batting on day 5 in challenging conditions is never easy, and they did a great job in supporting Jadeja. I've always criticized the tail-enders' performances in the batting order, but I'm glad they proved me wrong. But it's unfortunate that they could not take India all the way through. And as for Jadeja, it was not just this innings. He has been performing well throughout this series. He has now scored back-to-back 50s in the last 4 innings, and his consistency is proving to be very vital for India in this series. England's brilliant bowling. England bowled exceptionally well in the second innings, and some of the deliveries that they bowled were absolutely unplayable. You look at India's wickets and none of them were just given away. England made an effort to take every single one of those. Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer were eager to take as many wickets as they could. Both of them bowled extended spells and they never bowled any loose deliveries. They were diving off their field to save runs and take wickets. I mean, just look at Jofra Archer's catch to dismiss Washington Sundar. Even Bryden Cross on day 4 and Chris Wokes were disciplined with their performances. The new ball in the second innings did the trick for them, and it is surprising considering how it had played in the rest of the match. I'll talk more about that in a minute. This performance was even more surprising because they did not bowl well enough in the first innings. Granted, there was nothing on offer on the wicket for the fast bowlers, but their body language was very dull and it almost seemed like they weren't trying hard enough to take any wickets. The case of Karun Nair and Nitish Kumar Reddy. Karun Nair and Nitish Kumar Reddy have been big disappointments with the bat this series. I was genuinely very excited to see Nair get an opportunity once more in cricket because he absolutely deserves it. But so far, he hasn't lived up to it. He has only managed to get to his 40s in this series. This feels even more disappointing because he had done exceptionally well in the domestic circuit and had clawed his way back into the Indian cricket team. He also showed glimpses of what he could do in the English conditions by scoring a double century against the England Lions. I think now Sai Sudarshan might get another go in his place in the playing 11. He did not have the best start to the series, but he also did not deserve to sit out after just one poor performance, and that too in his debut game. He's a technically very sound player and can do exceptionally well in the English conditions. The player that replaced him in the playing 11 also hasn't done much to justify the replacement. A lot was expected out of Nitish Kumar Reddy, especially after his performances in his debut tour in Australia. In the last 2 matches, he's been chasing the ball too much and losing his wickets. He's done a decent job as the 6th bowler but needs to step up desperately with the bat. Are England doing too much for Bazball to work? A trend that I've noticed in this series is that the wickets are not like they usually are. A green top is always expected in England, but so far there has been only dead grass on all 3 venues. Batters have thrived for the most part of it and there has been very little for the bowlers. The wicket was supposed to look like this in the Lord's Test. But as it turns out, the curators decided to take the other route. And then there's the case of the Duke's ball turning too soft too early on in the match. Traditionally, the Duke's ball is never easy for any batter to tackle. The pronounced seam and the dark red color allowed for it to swing even until the 50th over. But that has not been the case in this series. The ball is going too soft too early. Shubman Gill and Ben Stokes have complained quite frequently about this throughout the series. Harsha Bogle recently pointed out that Bazball will not work if the ball swings a lot and does too much of the wicket. And I completely agree with him. Relying too heavily on the wicket to play out for the batters is not the English way. They need to curate more pace friendly wickets, which is their biggest home advantage. And that's their strongest chance to win against a team like India. So, what do you guys make out of this match? Where do you think India lost this match? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Beyond Stumps. I'll catch you in the next one.